Hello and welcome to the Auditor course of Energy Efficient Systems based on the ISO 50001 standard. I am your instructor Diego Fernando Roman and I'm very glad to trail you in the guide of through this comprehensive journey into the energy efficiency. We begin with Module 0 and workshop where we will delve into the introduction concept and principle of energy efficient system. But first, allow me to introduce myself. I am an electrical engineer, occupational health specialist, MBA, and auditor in management systems. My passion lies into the field of energy efficiency, where I have spent over 50 years helping organizations in all LATAM optimize their energy usage, improve efficiency, and comply with international standards such as ISO 50001. I am a qualified auditor in a wide range of international standards, including ISO 9001, ISO 45001, ISO 50001, ISO 14001, and ISO 14067, which focus in energy management system and carbon footprint respectively. My experience spans over 700 audits worldwide, helping organizations to implement, improve their energy management system, reduce their carbon footprints, and achieve their sustainable success. Education and training are integral to my approach. I have developed and delivered courses in training programs of ISO standard, particularly focusing in energy efficiency, environmental management, and carbon footprint. I have taught over 1,000 students worldwide through the Udemy platform, earning an average rating of 4.4 out of 5.0 with our company called 180 Grados Consultores, which attests of my effective and student-centered approach. I am ready to share my experience and knowledge with you, offering this training with particular focus in energy efficiency. And well, without further ado, let's get started. So, moving forward, let's discuss the objective of ISO 50001 standard. The primary goal of this standard is to improve the energy performance of organizations. Okay? It provides a framework for managing energy performance and addressing energy costs while also helping to reduce environmental impact. The ISO 50001 standard is not just about implementing short-term energy-saving measures. It's about creating a culture of continuous energy performance improvement. This means that constantly looking for ways to optimize energy usage, from a small daily operation to large-scale industrial processes. Another key objective of the ISO 50001 standard is to specify the requirements to establish, implement, maintain, and improve an energy management system, also known as its initials SGN. Okay? So, if you hear in the course that word SGN, you're gonna know what we refer. This system is a set of interrelated and interacting elements to establish an energy policy and energy objectives and processes to achieve those objectives. Through the continuous improvement on energy performance and SGN, organizations can achieve more than just energy efficiency. They can also improve their operational efficiency, reduce their environmental impact like footprint, and increase their market competitiveness. In the next slides, we will delve deeper into how to establish, implement, maintain, and improve at SGN. Okay, let's see the benefits of ISO 50001, and let's now focus on how to integrate energy management into the business practice. The ISO 50001 standard encourages organizations to make energy management an integral part of the overall business strategy. By integrating energy management into the business practice, organizations can significantly improve their energy performance. This is not only reduce energy consumption, but also leads to substantial cost savings. It's a win-to-win situation. You save energy and you save money. Improved energy performance also have a direct impact on an organization's environment footprint. By using energy more efficiently, organizations can significantly reduce their energy-related greenhouse gas emissions. This contributes to broader goals to limit the change mitigations. In a sense, integrating energy management into business practice is not just about saving energy and money. It's about taking responsibility of our planet and playing a part in the global effort to combat climate change. In the following slides, we will explore how to implement and maintain an effective energy management system in line with the ISO 50001 standard. Okay, let's now delve into the family of the ISO 50001. The ISO 50001 standard is part of a larger family of standards, each focusing on different aspects of energy management. These standards provide a comprehensive framework for organizations to manage their energy performance effectively. First, we have ISO 50001 itself, which specifies the requirements for an energy management system. It sets the criteria for what an organization needs to do to manage its energy use and consumption effectively and improve its energy performance. However, it does not prescribe how to achieve these requirements. It's very important to note this. Usually, the standards that have the requirements don't say how to implement. So, for that, we have the ISO 50004, which provides guidance for the implementation, maintenance, and improvement of the energy management systems. In this standard that tells you how to achieve the requirements set out in the ISO 50001. So we invite you to read that important standard. Next, we have ISO 50002, which focuses on energy audits. It specifies the process of conducting an energy audit, identifying and prioritizing energy saving measures, and reporting their results. This standard is crucial for organizations looking to identify opportunities for energy performance improvement. Other important standards in the ISO 50001 family include ISO 50003, which specifies requirements for various auditing and certified energy management systems. ISO 50006, which provides guidance of measures energy performance using energy baselines and energy performance indicators, and ISO 50015, which provides guidance on the measures and verification on organizations' energy performance. Now, let's look at the global trend of ISO 50001 certification. The ISO 50001 standard has gained significant traction worldwide, reflecting the growing importance of energy management in today's business landscape. According to the latest survey of the International Organization for Standardization, ISO 50001 has been certified in 22,575 companies worldwide across more than 57 sites. This is a testament to the widespread recognition and adoption of this standard. The places ISO 50001 as the seventh most certified standard globally. Is a clear indicator of the increasing awareness and commitment of the organization around the world to improve their energy performance and contribute to environmental sustainability. As we move forward, the importance of energy management and the role of the ISO 50001 are only expected to grow. Organizations that adopt this standard will not only benefit to improved energy performance, reduce costs and footprints, but also gain a competitive edge in their respective markets. Now let's take a moment to delve into the history of ISO 50001. The development of this standard was initiated by the United Nations Industrial Development Organization UNIDO The project was undertaken in collaboration with 44 countries and entities such as ANSI under the supervision of the ISO PC 242 committee. The official presentation of the ISO 50001 standard took place on June 17th in 2011. Its main purpose was to continually improve energy performance and energy efficiency while seeking opportunities to reduce energy consumption. The original 50001 in 2011 adopted the Plan Do Check Act (PDCA) scheme, a systematic process to achieving continuous improvement. However, 7 years later, in line with the usual ISO update cycle, the ISO 50001 version 2018 was released. The update ISO 50001 version 2018 adopted the high-level structure HLS, which is common to all new ISO management system standards. The scope was expanded to consider all types of energy and concepts related to energy review, baselines, and performance indicators was clarified. The standard had a closely collaboration with International Electrotechnical Commission (EEC). Okay, so it's very important this new version. Now let's discuss the high-level structure or HLS, which is a key feature of the updated ISO 50001 version 2018 standard. The HLS is a standardized structure that is used across all new ISO management system standards. One of the main benefits of the HLS is that facilitates integration. By having a consistent structure, it becomes easier for organizations to integrate multiple ISO management system standards. This means that if your organization is already using one ISO standard, adopting ISO 50001 or any other ISO standard becomes much simpler. For example, the union of ISO 9001 and ISO 50001 is very easy because they have almost the same requirement titles like context, risk management, audit, stakeholders, so on. The HLS also harmonizes text, terms, and definitions. This ensures that all ISO standards are using the same language, which reduces confusion and make it easier to everyone in the organization to understand the requirements. Furthermore, the HLS is flexible. It is designed to be applicable to any organization regardless of its size, type, or the nature of the activity to undertake. It makes it a solid foundation for future standards, ensuring that they can be easily adopted and integrated into existing management systems. Now, let's see the high-level structure or HLS and the Plan Do Check Act or PDCA cycle are two fundamental components of ISO 50001. They provide a standardized structure and a systematic process of continuous improvement in energy management. Now, if you see the high structure level HSL, you see 10 chapters. Okay? The chapter 1 is object and scope of application. The chapter 2 is normative references. The chapter 3 is term and definitions. The chapter 4 is context of the organizations. The chapter 5 is leadership. The chapter 6 is planning. The chapter 7 is support. The chapter 8 is operation. The chapter 9 is performance evaluation. And the last chapter, chapter 10, is improvement. If you see in the picture, okay, the PDCA cycle is integrated into this structure, guiding organization through the process of planning the energy management activities, implementing these plans, checking the effectiveness of their action, and taking steps to continuously improve. This ensures that energy management is not one-time task, but a continuous process of improvement. Let's now discuss the principles of management system which form the foundation of ISO 50001 and other ISO management system standards. The first is process approach. These principles emphasize understanding the management process as interrelated systems that contribute to an organization's effectiveness and efficiency in achieving its objectives. Second principle is continuous improvement. This principle is about making ongoing improvements to process, products, or services through incremental and breakthrough improvements. Next principle is leadership, very important leadership. The principle underscores the importance of leaders at all levels in establishing unity of purpose and direction and creating the condition for the successful achievements of the organization objectives. Principle number 4, commitment of people. This principle recognizes that competent, empowered, and engaged people at all levels throughout the organization are essential to enhance its capacity to create and deliver value. Number 5, evidence-based decision making. This is very important. This principle is about making decisions based on analysis and evaluation of data and information. Very important for you auditors. Number 6, relationship management. This principle is about managing relationships with relevant, interesting parties to optimize their impact on performance. The next principle, customer focus. Very important. This principle emphasizes understanding and meeting customer requirements and striving to exceed customer expectations. And the last PDCA cycle, the principle is about applying the plan, do, check, act cycle to all processes. So always remember these all principles of management system when you make your audits. Let's now discuss the scope of ISO 50001. ISO 50001 is applicable to any organization, regardless of its type, size, complexity, geographical location, organization culture, or the products and services it provides. This makes it a versatile tool that can be used by a wide range of organizations to improve their energy performance. The standard applies to activities affecting energy performance that are managed and controlled by the organization. It is applicable irrespective of the quantity, use, or type of energy consumed. This means that whether your organization is a small business with minimal energy consumption or a large industrial facility with significant energy use, ISO 50001 can help you manage your energy performance. While ISO 50001 requires demonstration of continual energy performance improvement, it doesn't define levels of energy performance improvement to be achieved. Okay, very important. This allows each organization to set its own targets based on its unique needs and capacities and capabilities. The standard can be used independently or be aligned or integrated with other management systems. Let's now discuss the normative reference in ISO 50001. In the case of ISO 50001, there are no normative references. This means that there are no other documents that you must read or understand in order to apply ISO 50001. The standard is designed to be self-contained, providing all the information you need to establish, implementing, maintain, and improve an energy management system. However, while there are no normative references, ISO 50001 does recommend some other ISO standards. These include ISO 50004 of the implementation of ISO 50001 and ISO 19011, and this is the most important standard for audits. Okay, let's now delve into the terms and definition used in ISO 50001. Understanding these terms is crucial for effectively implementing and maintaining an energy management system. And we start with the term process. A process is defined as a set of interrelated or interactive activities which transform inputs into outputs. Consider, for example, the resources management process in an organization. This process may involve activities for several different departments such as procurement, equipment maintenance, and human resources. The input of this process could be raw materials, equipment, and human resources. The activities could include purchasing materials, maintaining equipment, and hiring staff. The output would be the resources needed for use in the organization operations. Understanding this concept of a process is fundamental to manage energy performance and to understand the difference between process and department or office or work area. Managed system works with process, not with work areas or department. Always remember this term. Let's now discuss the term management systems. A management system is defined as a set of interrelated or interacting elements of an organization to establish policies and objectives and processes to achieve those objectives. To break this down, let's consider the two key components of this term: system and management. A system refers to a set of elements in an organization. These elements could be people, equipment, activities, information, or anything else that organization use to function. Management, on the other hand, refers to the organization and coordination of these elements to achieve the organization objectives. This involves establishing policies, setting objectives, and designing processes that guide the organization toward its goal. In the context of ISO 50001, the energy management system is the set of interrelated or interactive elements that the organization uses to manage its energy performance. These include the policies, objectives, and processes related to energy use and consumption. Now, let's discuss the concept of process map. A process map is a graphical representation of the management system, its processes, and their interrelations. It's a powerful tool for understanding how an organization works and how its various elements interact. For this course, we'll be using an example of Pepito School. Okay? Pepito School management system. We have all been through a school, so this should make it easier to understand the structure of ISO 50001. In this school, as in any organization, there are different types of processes. First, there are the strategic processes. There are the processes that involve decision making, okay, and where the clauses 4, 5, and 6 of the standard apply, such as the strategic management process, internal control, and financial process, where clause 9 applies, can also be considered strategic. Then there are mission processes, okay, in the middle, which are the reason for the organization existing and where clause A applies. In our example, this will be provision of the educational services. Finally, there are support processes that you see here below. We support the mission of the energy management system to fulfill the strategy. These processes encompass clause 7 and typically include human resources, procurement, okay, logistics, maintenance, admission in the case of the school, and quality management or integral management, that is the process that usually take charge of the maintenance of the management system and their improvement. Let's now discuss the term performance. In the context of ISO 50001, performance is defined as a measured result. This means that performance is about outcomes that can be quantified or measured. Performance can be measured in many different ways. For example, in an energy management system, performance could be measured in terms of energy consumption, energy efficiency, or the reduction of greenhouse gas emission, for example. Measuring performance is crucial for managing and improving energy performance. By quantifying performance, organizations can track their progress, identify areas for improvement, and evaluate the effectiveness of their energy management activities. Let's now discuss several key terms used in ISO 50001. First, continuous improvement. Very important, is defined as a recurring activity to improve performance. This means that organizations should be constantly looking for ways to enhance their energy performance. Next term is a term that we're gonna use a lot, is interested party. Interested party is a person or organization that can be affected by, or perceive themselves to be affected by a decision or activity. This could include employees, customers, suppliers, regulators, and others who have stake in the organization energy performance. Policy. A policy refers to the intention and direction of organization as formally expressed by its top management. In the context of an energy management system, this would be the energy policy, which set out the organization's commitment to improving energy performance. Finally, an objective is a result to be achieved. Objectives are a specific targets that the organization sets in order to implement its policy and achieve its goals. In an energy management system, objectives may include reducing energy consumption, improving energy efficiency, or reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Now, let's see energy performance indicator NPI, measure or unit of energy performance as defined by organization. An NPI is a measure or unit of energy performance as defined by organization. An example of NPI is a Q-sum, a cumulative sum. This is a statistical technique that can be used to monitor energy performance over time. The Q-sum represents the cumulative sum of difference between actual and expected energy consumption. It can help organizations identify trends in their energy performance and assesses the effectiveness of their energy efficiency strategies. The second term is energy baseline, or NB. An NB is a quantitative reference that provides a basis for comparison of energy performance. It represents the energy performance level against which future performance can be compared. Establishing an energy baseline is a crucial step of managing energy performance. It allows organizations to understand their current energy performance, set realistic energy performance improvement targets, and measure progress toward these targets. Let's now discuss the term energy in the context of ISO 50001. Energy is defined as electricity, fuels, steam, heat, compressed air, and other similar media. This is a broad definition that encompasses all forms of energy that an organization may use. Energy can come from a variety of sources. These include hydraulic, thermal, nuclear, electrical, motor or mechanical, fuel-based, and renewable resources such as solar, wind, and geothermal energy. Hydraulic energy, for example, is derived from the movement of water. Thermal energy is related to heat. Nuclear energy comes from nuclear reactions. Electrical energy is associated with electric charges. Motor or mechanical energy is related to the movement of objects. Energy from fuels come from burning substances like coal, oil, or gas. And renewable energy resources like solar, wind, or geothermal energy are derived from natural processes that are replenished constantly. One of the best ways to describe how energy is distributed in our system is through an energy flow diagram. Let's take a look at this graph from the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, which shows how different energy sources enter their system. We see solar, nuclear, hydro, wind, geothermal, natural gas, coal, biomass, petroleum, and oil energy sources entering the system. Okay? These energy sources go through transformation system and internal processes to generate a specific type of energy. For instance, we see the solar, nuclear, hydraulic, wind, and geothermal energy are primarily converted into electrical energy, represented here in the orange. Okay? Natural gas is likely converted into thermal energy used in heating and cooking. Oil, through various processes, is transformed into fuels. Okay? And all this contributes to our understanding of the concept of energy as presented by ISO 50001. This energy flow diagram is a fantastic way to understand how energy is distributed in our energy efficient system, and it's crucial to review these energy flows effectively during our implementation and audits. Let's now discuss two more key terms used in ISO 50001. The first is a static factor. A static factor is an identified factor that significantly impacts energy performance and does not routinely change. For example, the size of the facility, the design of the installing equipment, the number of weekly shifts, and the range of products are all static factors. These are aspects that don't change frequently but have a significant impact on how much energy an organization uses. The second term is relevant variable. A relevant variable is a quantifiable factor that significantly impacts energy performance and routinely changes. These are factors that change often and have a significant impact on energy performance. For instance, weather conditions, operating conditions such as indoor temperature and light level, for example, working hours, and production outputs are all relevant variables. These factors can change daily or even hours, and they significantly affect how much energy an organization uses. Static factors and relevant variables are used in energy performance indicators or ENPIs. Static factors are used under the diagnostic and context of energy management system, while relevant variables are used to normalize the energy performance indicators. This allows for a more accurate quantification of energy performance. Now let's discuss the energy review. The energy review is the analysis of energy efficiency, energy use, and energy consumption based on data and other information leading to identification of sales and opportunities for energy performance improvement. The review leads to identification of significant energy uses or sales and opportunities for energy performance improvement. And SEO is an energy use that is identified by organization as significant based on its criteria. The energy review is a critical part of an energy management system. It helps organizations understand their current energy performance, identify areas where energy is being used inefficiently, and find opportunities to improve. By conducting regular energy reviews, organizations can ensure they are making the most efficient use of the energy, reducing their energy costs and minimizing the environmental impact. Let's now discuss some of the most commonly used units of energy. The first is kilowatt hour or kWh. This is a unit of energy equivalent of 1 kilowatt of power sustained for 1 hour. Another common unit is the terajoule or TG. Okay, to give you an idea of the scale, 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 exponential minus 6 terajoules. Another unit is kilogram, which is used for foods. It indicates the number of kilocalories we would obtain from the combustion of 1 kilogram of that food. Okay. Finally, we have the ton of coal equivalent or TCE and the ton of oil equivalent or TOE. 1 TCE represents the energy released by the combustion of 1 ton of coal. 1 TOW is the energy released in the combustion of 1 ton of crude oil. Let's now discuss the structure of the content of these complete courses. These courses is divided into the 4 modules and the final exam, each focusing in different aspects of ISO 50001. Let's discuss the structure of content of these courses. The courses is divided into the 4 modules and final exam, each focusing in different aspects of ISO 50001. Module 1 is strategic planning, covering chapters 4, 5, and 6. We will discuss the context of the organization, stakeholders, and their relevance, the scope of integrated management system, leadership roles and responsibilities, and policy objectives and planning. Module 2 is energy planning, focusing on chapter 6. We will identify and assess the risk, conduct an energy review, establishing an energy baseline, define energy performance indicators or NPIs, and discuss data collections. Module 3 is about support and operation, covering chapters 7 and 8. We will discuss resources, competence, awareness, communication, documentary control, operational control, design and acquisitions, for example. Module 4 is performance evaluation and improvement, focusing on chapters 9 and 10. We will cover monitoring, measurement, analysis, evaluation, internal audit, basis in NITE, management review, and improvement. Finally, we wrap up the courses with a comprehensive final exam. Well, we have reached the end of the introductory and workshop module of the Energy Efficient System Auditor course based in ISO 50001. We hope you found it engaging and that you now have a solid understanding of the concept, principle, high-level structure, and key terminology we will be used throughout this course. Don't hesitate, we invite you to purchase this full course. You won't regret it. This course, which we will launch a few years ago in Spanish, has received high ratings, averaging 4.8 out of 5. We encourage you to read the reviews for our Spanish course to see the value we provide. As pioneers, we are now launching this course in English to share the extensive knowledge we gained from conducted energy efficiency audits throughout LATAM. We have incorporated tools, strategies, and best practices that we have observed over years. In this course, we will provide you the tools and documents that you can use in implementation and audit process. We will discuss the most common non-conformities in energy efficiency and provide practical exercises and examples that help you understand how to apply the requirements of this standard. When you complete the course, if you take the final exam and score above 70%, we will certify you as an energy efficient system auditor under ISO 50001 with a course intensity of 48 hours. This will be a value addition to your professional portfolio. So, we invite you to purchase the course and see the wide portfolio we have to you. I look forward to see you in the Module 1, where we will dive into the strategic planning of an energy efficient system. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.